Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here yet again, and we are now in episode 17 of the Racing Ball Sport Leipzig Challenge. From our last episode, you've seen us draw 2 each against Allen, and it's been pretty decent since then. We took on Bielefeld away, and we had a great time there. Even though they took the lead through Fabian Klos, we put one back through Daniel Fran, and then they scored again through Mark Lawrence. So you're thinking, oh dear, is it going to be one of their days? And then the boys decided, you know what, we're going to show up and we're going to destroy them. Daniel Fran ended up getting a hat-trick. Tobias Wieler's and Georgie Teagle, whose goal was an absolute rasper. In fact, well, let me show you the goal. Honestly guys, the goal was a thing of beauty. It doesn't do it justified just to see it here, but look at that. Oh my god. Are we going to get a replay in 3D? I don't think so. Not that, just the goal was just simply insane. And we ended up winning 5-3 when they get a late consolation from Lawrence. We then took on league leaders Dresden away from home. I was feeling we could have got beat. They had most of the possession, most of the shots, but a 0-0 isn't too bad. And that leaves us in a position where going into the last game before the winter break, we are in 10th place. A win could put us as high as 8th, a defeat, and we could be dragged into the relegation scrap. So it's going to be interesting to see where we start the winter break, what kind of position we're in. I'm going to make one change from the last game, and that is going to be Lugi in for Rockenbach, and we'll put Lingard back there. The rest of the team pretty much at this time picks itself. I think I'm going to let a lot of people go in the window. There will be a lot of change. This team hopefully will be unrecognisable come February when we get video number 18 up and running. So let's just kick on with the game. They say they're just above us in 9th place, so a win here ideally would get us ahead of them and looking up rather than unfortunately looking down. So just need to hope we can catch them in the counter with our counter-attacking system and hopefully get the 3 points. Start off with some good play here to Guzman. We can get it to Lugi to run the byline, Poulsen, and yet again the big target man. Honestly guys, if you're not going to target man, why? 14th goal of the season for Daniel Fran. Good run from Lugi to Poulsen. Poulsen plays it in and Fran just gets in front of his man and bullets ahead on the back of the net. It's a good start so far. And one thing I've noticed, especially with the 3D pitch, is that our crowds are getting bigger as we're progressing up the league. So hopefully we can get sellouts next season, as they reply pretty instantly. But a debatable goal there from Mikianski. It's Van der Buysen with a pass. No, I didn't see anything wrong with that actually. It's a perfectly legit goal, and it's 1-1. So we can see the goal pretty much instantly after scoring. So when you're always most vulnerable. So we'll just hope we can keep this pressure on and quickly get back in front. Poulsen with a good chance after the assist from Jesse Lingard. And shot corner, yet again one of my teams losing a goal from a set piece. The corner is played in from Selkirk Albiaz, and Dominic Pietz rises home, and just like that we're 2-1 down. Holy shit, that was quick. So we just need the likes of Lingard to start stepping up here. There's so much potential of Jesse Lingard, it's just getting him to perform consistently. Is this going to be possibly 3-1? Yep. It's that man again, Mikianski, and it's another Selkirk Albiaz assist. He does well to get to the byline. Defender set off him, and he puts that in the back of the net for 3-1. Not a good first half after the impressive start for the boys. So I'll do my usual aggressive half-time team talk. Teagle hasn't learnt from it, so he'll be replaced by Claudio Pitbull. I'm going to change the system up. The system is going to be something like that. Hopefully Lugi will come off as well. He'll come off for Diaby. That gives me a deep line playmaker into Guzman, a ball winning midfielder on Diaby, and then you'll have an inside forward of Jesse Lingard. A winger is Claudio Pitbull, and Urari is going to play as a trequartista. I'd rather someone else out in the right wing, but I just feel probably best going with that just for now, because Urari's pace, if he goes and runs directly at the opposition, then hopefully we can get something out of that. I'm going to change the next period of the game to counter, as well as another goal at a set piece. It's all going tits up now. Selkirk Albiaz, another great assist. and the header is this time from Cross. He makes it 4-1. Why do we always play shit in the games I want to record for YouTube? Fuck's sake, boys. So we're just going to hope either damage limitation or we can get one back here. Don't make it any worse than it already is. Pilson could have played that earlier. Pitbull loses it. And there's a wide bit of space on that left hand side, and Fietz gets his second goal of the game. And now we're sinking without trace. We've had an absolute mare. Again, Silk Albiance with the assist, and Dominic Pietz with a great finish from outside the box makes it 5-1. Alright, so De Guzman's playing poor. We'll bring on Diemi, and that's just to really shore up the back line, because this is an absolutely awful performance. Which I hope the referee blows the full-time whistle soon, you know, put her out of misery. Really shouldn't be playing people at Pitbull at the night. I really need to let natural wingers out there. So it wasn't good enough. A couple of people are up happy, but no wonder, you know, it's a shocking performance, and we'll see where that leaves us in the table. In fact, what we'll do is we'll skip to the 22nd, we'll get that match played, and then that'll give us an idea of how the league table looks after 19 rounds of fixtures after everyone's played. Which will be Saarbrücken against Fürth, and it's a 1-1 draw, so that's ideal. And after 19 rounds of fixtures, you can see we're in 11th place. Fürth just leapfrogged us there. 24 points, 7 points clear of Braunschweig in the relegation playoff, and Allen in the relegation zone. But a massive 10 points behind Dresden and Dusseldorf in the bid for promotion. So far, 6 wins, 6 draws, 7 defeats, 32 goals, 35 against. You know, it seems like a bad season, but the board have got my job as untouchable because we were expected to avoid relegation. However, given the budget I'm given, I really need to start progressing with this team. So we're going to look at a lot of loans for the remainder of the season. January's going to be massive. We hope we'll get 3 or 4 loans, a couple of transfer listed players in, a lot of players out, and hopefully kick on up the table. The assistant manager has arranged friendlies against Dents, Augsburg, Oe and Dortmund before we kick off again on the 2nd of February against Energy Cottbus, and then we take on Hertha in St. Pauli. So it's a fucking really tough run when we get back into the swing of things. So hopefully we can continue on a good run of form. Actually started really well. It all went downhill since about September and had that awful run all the way up to the middle of October. So we just need to try and get more wins. I think we've only won 3 games since August. Holy shit, when you put it that way, we really need to kick up the arse. And I'm amazed that we have 24 points at this stage of the season. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. As I say, the next video will cover pre-season and the opening game of the second section of the season, which will be the trip to Cottbus. Thank you for tuning in guys. This was 21 Maxwell, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye bye.